And I'm back with more East Origin. Last time, I beat Unica's playthrough. I found out, unfortunately, I can't turn it to very easy like I would have liked. So we're going to go easy, I suppose. But Hugo Fact. Magic user. I don't know how this is gonna go. Hugo is of a character compared to Yunica, but it's fine. But hey. We'll play it on easy. Maybe it'll work out. I think this is the same one. Yeah, okay. So. Right. So we saw this bit. Hugo, it is best for you to return to the surface as well. You must track down the goddesses and bring them to Solomon's shrine. As long as you possess the eyes of fact, it shouldn't prove too difficult. However, your role in all this does not end here. Hugo, you must listen carefully from here on out. Looks like I made it to the surface and I'm still alive. Well, what just happened? Did the transport spell fail? No, it had to be something more than that. An impact like that was not the result of a mere accident. Is that... It's a different tree. It's a different tree, look at me! Indeed, it's a rhoda tree. A tree with a soul born of the goddesses. I suppose that explains why this is the only place around here without poisoned thick gases. Still, it's a miracle it has not managed to only survive, but to thrive amidst such desolation. Young man. That voice. Rhoda, is that you? Indeed. I am one of the twin rhoda trees given life by the goddesses. You are from East, are you not? That's right. My name is Hugo. Hugo Fact. Descendant of House Fact. That explains the power I sense. It has been many years since I last spoke with one of your line. Perhaps around 50 or so. I don't mean to be rude, but I really don't have time for this. I'm in search for Lady Rhea and Lady Fina. Have you seen either of them? They vanished without a trace in Solomon's shrine. I did catch sight of them. About 3 days ago. So it's true. They came down to the surface. Do you know where they went? And if they're all right? I cannot answer the latter question, I'm afraid. But I do still sense their presence, albeit faintly. There can be no doubt they are inside that foul tower. Ooh, I'm on the opposite side of the world here. I was afraid you'd say that. That tower's supposed to be a veritable nest of demons. What the hell could those two want in a place like that? You're going after them, then. I sense your companions are not too far from here. Perhaps you should go. No, I must go now. There's not a moment to lose. If there are others that come here, please let them know I've gone to the tower. Tell them that's where the goddesses can be found. My. Such an impatient lad. But then, he is of the fact line. I just hope my worry is of a naught. What's that? People I have to save and things I've had to stab. Hugo? Is it you? Glad to see you in one piece. I'll take care of these monsters. Go help the others. Alright, you two, let's slow these things down. Or mow them down, I think. Anyway. Let's go pew pew pew! How dare these filthy beasts tread upon our land? If power is what you seek, then allow me to introduce you to the eyes of fact. Is that all you've got? I'd heard there were some opposing creatures among the invading parties, but I guess I was wrong. Father Shion, and you two are... I'm Aeolia, an acolyte of Solomon's Shrine. Thank you for your help. I too serve as an acolyte. My name is Dino. And you're Hugo Fact. I've heard a lot about you. They say you're a magic prodigy. From what I've seen, I'm convinced they're right. I'm still a novice. At any rate, may I ask you what you were doing here? Where are the other members of the search party? I wish I knew. All I could say for certain is that the transport spell that carried us was interrupted. Interrupted? By the demons? Most likely, yes. Aeolia and I were the ones controlling it. And suddenly, out of the blue, the magical barrier that held us got struck. Caused such disruption we could no longer hold the spell together. I see. And the attack came from the tower, I assume. It did. And that's why we're here. To get to the bottom of this. But what of you? What brings you to this cursed place? Yeah, well, you see... Hugo, explain the situation! The goddesses? Here? What could compel them to come to such a dangerous place? So that's the state of things. This makes matters more urgent. We must get in contact with the others as soon as possible. Can I leave that to you, Dino? Yes, Father. I'll begin a search of the perimeter, starting with the rototrees. And what will you do? Given the welcome we received, I think it's prudent to wait for the rest of the party, then we move as a group. No, I believe that it would be best to go on ahead and survey the area. If the rabble we fought was the worst, then I don't anticipate any difficulty. As you wish. But please take this with you. Lila Cho and a crystal, you let me go. An item of magic? Allow me to demonstrate. Was this built by the demons? We had initially thought that was the case, but it would seem not. Watch closely. Hooray! Purification! It's a goddess statue? I suspect that all the goddess statues left behind on the surface were brought here, then cursed. Why this was done, one can only speculate, but there are likely others found in here. Guess who cursed them all? Anyway, should be able to use that crystal to purify them, just as I have done. I see. That could prove beneficial indeed, given the power of the statues. But that isn't the only magic this crystal holds, it would seem. Indeed not. It can also be used as transport to instantly teleport to any goddess statue. At least, that's been purified. I pray that it will be useful in your reconnaissance. Understood. I'll make sure to make good use of it. Take this as well. Yeah. And this would be for long-range communication? Yes, it will allow you to contact us no matter where you are. I intended to give one to each member of the search party upon our arrival, but those plans were disrupted. Indeed, a very useful tool to have. I'll keep it safe. If that's all, then I'll be going to head up to the tower proper. We'll be waiting here for the others. Come back if you find anything. And remember, the demons built this tower, so there's no telling what awaits us here. Please exercise caution. Yo, do. Oops. Yes! Let's go. Let's get to pewing. So it's gonna be much like Yunica, but just with more pewing than more stabbing. A little bit better range on him. So he might be more suited to certain bosses than others, but... But yeah, same principles apply. So Satan Panacea. But all the same equipment, all the same items. The next playthrough, the third playthrough, is going to be slightly different in mechanics. But again, once you've seen this, you've seen the rest, I think. I want to run in. I gotta stop that. I'm very curious what range Hugo is going to have. Some of his skills aren't suited for that. But I'll know that in a minute. I kind of wish I could hold down the button instead of having to press it all the time, but... I think this is a force shield. I remember. Yep. Aha! It's expensive. Oh! Oh, that's kind of handy, actually. Oh, I can't just... Okay, so it does work to some extent, but it's not as fun as Whirlwind. That's a little unfortunate, but hey. I just gotta remember that kind of under the same rules as Yunica, level up whenever possible. Dang it. I didn't jump! Or I thought I did. Okay. There's a key in there. This should be the trap. Where am I? Must have been a teleport trap. Can't believe I walked right into it. But the fact that this trap was set at all means... No. There's no sense dwelling on it. I just need to make my way back to that room. Find some means of countering that spell to get through. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. Strengthen the Eyes of Fact. Yes. I'm definitely gonna need that. Okay, I think... Yeah, it's still there. Alright. I don't know how many episodes it'll take me to do all of these, but... Okay, so... Right, don't do that yet. Oh, this takes me down the... Yeah, this takes me down the thing, so I go... Okay. So we go here... You're dumb! See, I gotta find Rico. Boo. Yeah, I'm basically just gonna be pew-pewing the rest of this game. So, I gotta... Okay, so that takes me there. Rude. I don't like you! What are you doing over there? Boing. Boing. Boing, boing. Yay! Alright, I should be able to get through this game a little quicker, but everything does kind of depend on the bosses. Because I think some bosses for Hugo are just going to be harder. I'm trying to think who would be harder, though. Vegalian is probably going to be easier, because I can keep my distance. Velagundr could be easier because of distance. Nil Tilger is probably going to be a pain in the ass. Epona will be fine. Kishkul maybe be okay. I don't know. Actually, I forget. I don't think I do Kishkul. I do Hugo Fact instead. Trying to remember. Gewaldi might be better. Zava, depending on my range, could be okay. I think Dowls will be harder. Let's see, Consclard probably about the same. Though, to be fair, I think it would be actually be easier because I can hit his dudes from a distance. The main issue is that Unica's attack is as straightforward as Hugo's is. It's just his normal attack has more range. So I don't have to be close in. So random encounters will probably be easier because I'm not taking as much damage if I'm smart. And I also think because I'm not wasting as much time using the... not wasting as much energy using the shield, so it's there to be had if I need it. So we'll see. And to be fair, I think having familiarity with stuff was going to make it easier. Skill ahead. Okay, so... Well, great game. Just great. Ooh, Orb of Doom. There should be a save point soon, I think. This is the Blue Moon Crest. Okay. I'm gonna talk to the Rhoda. Huh? What in the world are you? No, you're no ordinary demon. Which means you must be a Rue, one of the sacred beasts of Ys. Poor things must have been transformed by the demon's noxious gases. I truly feel sorry for what happened, but if your intent is to attack me... I have no idea what you're trying to say. If Rico were here, he might be able to understand you, but I'm at a loss. Are you hungry? Rhoda fruit! Is that a piece of Ys's magic? Sure is. Hugo's wand has been strengthened. What just happened? Used magic to refine it. Not bad. Seems even deeper transformation can't impede his rude talents. I appreciate it. You're as handy as they say. Okay. Alright, so I got the crest, so I need to go back to where I was. And that's where the save point is, so that's fine. Alright, level 5. Can I gain another level by the time I come back? I'll try. I don't need to. It'd be nice, though. As we saw in the bosses near the end of the Yunica playthrough, that levels do really just make a difference. So I'm not going to say no to extra fights. Especially since I can't play it on very easy like I was hoping. Gonna take whatever favors I can. Oh wait, I get the mask from Epona, I think. I fight Vigilian and then I... Yeah, okay. I remember! I know what I'm doing. I think it might actually be better against airborne enemies than Yunica, because I don't have to jump and hope and pray. I just have to be in line with them, and I think the Eyes of Fact will be enough. If I can jump. That is, if I can jump correctly. Alright. Well, I tried, but I'm still a ways away. Yeah! Well, maybe. Yeah, I'm a little further away than I would have liked, but hey. Well, I mean, I'm about midway. So I got closer, but no point fighting more than I have to. First boss fight's probably next time. Oh, goody. We'll see how he does against the Bat Boss. But yes, we're just pew, 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 pew all day. And I'll see you next time.